welcome back to my channel. I am Heather the Confetti Stitcher. It is currently Monday the 10th. Yeah. And it is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here for a while, welcome back. I hope you like what you see. I normally am a cross stitcher, but I also do some other projects, and I am also a teacher. So that being said, it is May 10th, which means it's the end of the school year. And we are in the middle of testing right now, of state testing, and it's all virtual. So the first thing I have to share with you guys today is not a cross stitch. Because when we're doing virtual testing, I have to make sure that the kid is doing what they should be. But I do not need to sit there and stare at them the whole time because it's boring for me and it makes them nervous. So I tried stitching. It's really hard to do, mainly because the project I'm working on, which will go out in the living room, and I will show that to you in the next clip. It's just too big to put on my desk and try to maneuver it. So I pulled out something you guys haven't seen for a while, but I pulled out my paint by numbers. And if you can tell, it is a night scene of London. Excuse me. And I actually got quite a bit in. I did these grays, the yellow, this lighter brown. So basically worked on that all day. While, if you've been here for a while, I am also in the middle of IVF and I need more medication, which I need to use today. They're closed on the weekend, so you can't get on the weekend, and you have to get it from a specialty pharmacy, which means I was on the phone between my doctor's office, the insurance, and the pharmacy 35 different phone calls. Literally, I counted. And they still couldn't get me what I needed, so I had to pay full price for it. But luckily, my mother-in-law is picking that up for us. And we'll go pick it up from her house tonight. So I might have more testing coming up in a few minutes. I'm waiting to hear if the parent is done for the day or if they want to continue. So I'm kind of on break until then. But yeah, so I am part of Magical Stitches, which means that I am doing weekly and monthly homeworks for stitching. It's stitch counts based on certain criteria, but I'm also doing Mania, but I'm doing Monogamania. So I'm stitching only on George, which is George Washington crossing the Delaware. And it is, I'm working on one piece out of 112, so 111 other stitchers. Each got a piece as well, and then we are putting it in a museum somewhere. The finished piece will be like 30 feet by 20 feet, and I have this, not exact, but basically right up here. It's cut off. But there's a guy that's standing over here, and I have part of his hat and then the rest of the sky. Needless to say, I never want to stitch blue or gray again as long as I live. No, it's not awful, but we're about 79% done with it, I think. And we've been working on it for 5 years, so I really want to get it done. But anyway, so I will probably do some more painting tomorrow because I do have this family that we're trying to finish up with testing, and I have it again on Friday, so, and probably the Monday after with a different family, so we're almost there, but it's a lot. But hopefully we get that done soon with, because I am ready for summer break, as are, I'm sure, all parents, all kids, and all the rest of the teachers. And more than likely the admin too, although I know they work usually a little bit longer, but 19 days plus some extra non-student days. But we will get there. So I'm going to take you out into the living room and show you where our starting point will be on George. And then I will be working on the weekly homework, which is 900 stitches. Actually, he fits in, I think I could actually make him fit all the tasks this week, but one of the tasks is something that is broken up into at least 8 parts. That's one I'm not sure if George will work for, but he's also a penalty, so it doesn't really matter. Because with magical stitches, you can do penalty stitches on your oldest project, and as of right now, George is my oldest. And then the second task, homework task that you can do is something with, or something that you can use to like muck out a stall, which he has horses on it, so I'm sure that I can find something in there, like a pitchfork or something. And then the third task is I think something you could find in something you can find in a prison, which you can find soldiers in prison from prisoners of war. So yeah, so that's gonna fit in all 3. But I will put a caveat that if it doesn't work for the 8-part one, it's still penalty anyway, so it doesn't matter. But let's go out and check out where we're at. Hey guys, so here is my starting point for George. We are currently looking at about here is the page break, and I'm stitching him sort of by page, sort of however I feel like. But mostly like cross country by page, but trying to make sure I don't have any page lines. So we're currently working on page 42, 52, 42, I think 42. We're on the 5th row of pages. And it is looking pretty good. So here it is zoomed out all the way, and sorry for the noise, my fan is on because I'm cooking. But yeah, it's looking good, and we will see how much progress we can make. I'm hoping we get a page finish. I think we should be able to. If not, we're gonna get really close. And then hopefully I can do it, or get a lot of stitches in this week, and I can start working on a monster. So work is slowing down ish. So we'll see if I'm able to put any stitches in, or a lot of stitches in. But I'm gonna go finish making dinner. My husband should be home. He's picking up my medication to eat, and then the rest of the night will be stitching. So I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Tuesday the 11th. It is 8:30 at night, and I'm finally done with work for the day. This testing, I'm telling you, it's pretty brutal. But while I was testing, because it took so long, I finished my painting, my paint by numbers. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. I forget where I got this. I think it's from Home Craftology. I could be wrong. But it was like one of those just random, here is a Facebook ad for you because we know what you like. So I think I only paid like 10 bucks for it, but so I need to go get a frame for it and stick it up on my wall somewhere. And like I literally just stopped testing, so, and I've been at it since 10 this morning. So my husband is ordering food in because there's no way in hell I'm cooking, and he probably doesn't feel like it either. But I'm going to go set myself up in the living room to hopefully do some stitching, but I will meet you out there and show you what I did on George last night. So I'll see you there. So here is where we are currently. I finished the 300 stitches for the first task. Ended up being up a little late, and that's gonna happen again tonight, but we reached the edge of the page with the 334, I think, and then moved, like went back up and came back around. I think it's 334. And now we're doing 518, which is this bright blue, so, well, this bright blue. So I just started doing that to finish the 300, so I think I'll finish out this page. I'm not quite sure. There's quite a bit of this color. Not on the whole piece. There's only 2,000 stitches left of the whole piece, but it's all mostly on this side. But we're making progress. I'm gonna start stitching now until my dinner arrives, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Wednesday the 12th, right? Yes. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon, and my testing, the family never showed up, so I might have to go work, I might not. I did start a test session, and I started to diamond paint on a project I've been working on for a while. And then they just kept not coming on, so I decided to come out here and stitch. But I wanted to share with you what I finished last night before I start that. So, I mean, I already put in a stitch, but it's fine. So here is where I got. I finished all of the 518 on that page and most of the next page. I just finished out the thread and finished it at exactly 300 stitches. So I have 300 more for this week's homework, and the rest of this page is all the same color. So I should, I think, finish it. And then I'll just continue that into this page and we'll see where we end up. So I will come back tomorrow with you guys. Since I actually am starting earlier, I don't think I'll have a problem getting in those 3. But I will check in with you tomorrow and show you the diamond painting and my progress. So I will see you guys all later. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday the 13th, and it is like, it's already pretty late, it's 4, but I did quite a bit on George last night. I will show that to you when I get out there, but I did say that I would show you my progress on the diamond painting, which is Beauty and the Beast. And I'm doing this one by page, so you can see I didn't make a ton of progress. In fact, I made very little progress, but that is okay because I'm just doing this while I'm testing. But it looks really good overall. So I am going to continue on this for a while because I am testing again. They're currently on a break, but there's only one test left today. It's the family that was supposed to test yesterday, but they let me know that they couldn't do it after all. So they have one last test as a family. And then I have another family tomorrow, as well as another family and they have 2 kids. So we're going to test tomorrow and then Monday. And then Tuesday is the last day. So hopefully they get everything done, but it's going to be a very long 2 days. They still have, I think, 4 tests to take altogether. No, 5. So, no, 6. It's going to be very long 2 days, possibly 3. So I'm just going to work on this while I am doing that. And things are going really well. I didn't mention it yesterday because I'd kind of forgotten, but as far as the fertility stuff, things are actually going really well with that. I have, speaking of, I need to call them after this. When I went to my last appointment, they had said that like my follicles weren't growing, nothing was happening basically. So they upped my meds. I spent all day Tuesday on the phone trying to get the meds delivered and ended up having to pay full price at a local pharmacy because after 30 some odd phone calls, they couldn't get the meds delivered. So that was fun. But then at my appointment yesterday, they said that things were growing again finally, and that we were good to go. So I have to give myself my last injection tomorrow, which will trigger ovulation. And then that's my last injection, hopefully for a really long time, or at least when I have to give myself. I still have to do the intralipid infusion, which I talked about during one of my last videos, where I have to go and sit for like 4 hours and get fats basically injected into my bloodstream. And then I have my last appointment and my last monitoring appointment for hopefully a while. And then the embryo transfer scheduled for next Friday. So, and then I start all my other medications, which are pills, on Sunday. So I just have to call to set up that appointment because they called me last time, but I think I'll just call them and see if I'm in there. And hopefully Wednesday will be spent doing nothing except for being in the other city. They're like the two offices, my fertility specialist and the intralipid place are like literally like right down the street from each other, which is in a city like 30 minutes away. So I'm going to try to get those on the same day. But yeah, I think that's all I had to share with you guys. Just everything is finally going better with that now that I don't have to make any more prescription phone calls. And yeah, hopefully everything goes good with that. I will try to keep you updated as I go-ish, but we'll have to see what happens. So I will come back to you later and show you my progress on George when I get there tonight. So I will see you guys in a few hours. Okay, so here is my progress from last night. We basically added all of, well, we finished this page, which was 42. Yes. We're gonna go with that. Finished out, well, actually we finished out the thread color down here and had to start again. We only had a few stitches left. And we did it with this 169, this like lighter gray. So we moved it into the next page, finished that page, moved to the next page, finished that page, moved to the next page, finished that page. So basically did 3 pages of the 169, which is why I love these pages. So right now we're working on 334, which is going to fill in almost all of this. So I don't think we will finish that tonight, but we'll see. But basically yesterday I finished out the homework for the week, which was 300 stitches, and added another 311. So
Did he use Dragon last night?
I was planning on going to bed a little bit earlier, but my husband wanted to watch Sabrina, and we watched that together. So I just kept going with it and finished out the thread. So,
Can't see him listening.
Like I said, most of this is getting filled in now with, let's say it's like this lighter blue color. But I did finish out the 518 in this page, which is this bright blue. And I had also finished out, I forget what the other color was. But basically we only have a few, I think we only have 3 colors left in this page. And this one will probably be 2 or 3 thread lengths to finish it out, but it goes in the next pages, but not a lot. So we'll see where I get to, and I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Friday the 14th. It's like almost 7, and I just took hopefully my last injection for a long time. But more importantly than that, I have 1 student left to test, and they have 1 test left. The one that I had today I was pretty worried about, but she got through it really quick. I guess mom sat her down and said, if you don't know it, move on. Don't worry about getting it wrong and obsessing over it. And it worked really well. Anyway, so her test got done quickly, but she was done really before my meeting was over. So I spent most of the day finishing up the previous learning period's worth of work, and we're in our last learning period. So I set up my meetings for that, and after that I decided to work on my diamond painting because I was close to a page finish. Well, close-ish. So I basically worked the rest of the day on the page up until like 2 minutes ago. It's looking great, and I'm happy with it. So I have 1 more page left to do on this row. So who knows when I will do that. The last student I have to test, I will test on Monday. So I might pull this out for that. But I have to figure out what other work I have to do. And then I have kind of a busy week next week as far as appointments and work stuff, but I should still get some crafting time in. So that being said, now that I have finished that page, I'm going to go head out to the living room. We have our stitching meetup group tomorrow, so I'm going to work on that. I have decided that I want to do George, well, my plan is to do Monogamania until I finish that row of pages on George, especially since I'm getting to those middle pages where it's going to go really quick. So we'll see how long that takes, but that will get me past the halfway point of the number of pages I have left, which the last row of pages is like super small. I forget how many, I think it's less than half. I forget exactly how many it is, but so we might already kind of be there, but we are also closing in on 80% of the piece done. Didn't get a lot of progress last night. Just after making dinner and eating, we did not have a ton of time left. So I actually got in the groove, so I got enough, but I think I got like 150 or so stitches put in. But I'll take you out and show you what it's looking like, and I will meet you over there. Okay guys, so this is what it's looking like. I basically did one entire length of floss, so I'm coming back up to do, actually I think it's this bit, to go back down again with more of the 334. And if I can finish it tonight, that'd be great, but we'll see. It's already almost 8 o'clock and we haven't eaten dinner yet, so we need to, because I'm hungry. But until we decide what we're doing, I am going to stitch, and I will check in with you all tomorrow after my meeting. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Sunday the 16th. Yes. It is like 3:30, and I'm finally sitting down to start my stitching for the day. I was on my stitchy group yesterday, and we were talking about the retreat that we always do for the SoCal Stitchers. It's the end of September, and I started looking at George. And I kind of want to finish him before the retreat. I thought I had to wait until the end of the year because of magical stitches, but I clarified with them yesterday that they just wanted a piece that would last most of the year. So basically just make sure it's, like, because it's full coverage, just make sure that it's not like one tiny thing. And I kind of want to just finish George. I'm sure the feeling will go away. I did calculate it out, and I would have to do like 320 stitches a day, every day until the retreat to finish it on time. But I kind of want to. But that would mean like nonstop George, and you wouldn't see any of the other pieces, so we'll see. I need to double check magical stitches to see if, since this is my penalty piece, if I could declare a new penalty, which I think I can, but I would need to double check that and make sure. Because your penalty is whatever your oldest piece is, and for me that's this. But I'm going to flip you around and show you where I finished. So yesterday I finished page 43. Today we will finish page 44, which ends like right here. So we're actually like super close. I could probably finish it in the next hour or so, but I think I'm going to stitch all this, come down, and then stitch this. So I'll be quite a bit of the ways into the next page. Just to like naturally follow. I'm not feeling any page lines. There's like one ridge here, but I'm not feeling any lines, so we'll see. Yeah, so we could finish page 44 today, possibly page 45, which ends right around here, I think, so probably not, but I finished the 1,000 stitch monster yesterday. I'm going to try to finish the 500 stitch monster today, and then we'll see what the weekly homework is, and just continue to stitch. If I'm feeling really in the zone and I get the 500 done and it's still pretty early, then I might start a cabin. I haven't actually done any of the yearly magical stitches yet, but more than likely I'll end up stopping at 500 and then starting the homework fresh. But like I said, it is only the 16th, so we still have an entire half a month left where I can start to work on those cabins. And I think that's all I have to share with you guys today. But I got a lot of Flosstube to catch up on. But I'm excited because I feel like I made good progress. So I guess we'll see where we end today, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, here is the 500 stitches added. didn't quite get a page finish, but that's because I stopped when I reached 5. And I'm actually going to end this video here because it's a good stopping point. They posted next week's homework, but I didn't have a chance to look at it yet. And so I will see you all in my next vlog series. Don't forget to leave any comments if you would like, and I will see you all next time.